Okay, so here we go for the warm-up. Elimination, I'm going to add straight down because the coefficients here are opposites of each other, so they cancel out. So I get negative 5y equals negative 20. I divide by negative 5 on both sides, and I get y equals 4. So we have the y value. Now I need to plug that back in. Which equation do I want to plug it into? It doesn't matter. I'm actually going to go ahead and pick the second equation, negative 4x plus y equals negative 8. So I'm going to replace the y, sorry about that, with 4. So when I do this, I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. Get negative 4x equals negative 12. Divide by negative 4 and get x equals 3. So the point is 3, 4. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do elimination down here. Okay, if I add straight down, the x's cancel. I get negative y equals 6. I divide by a negative 1 on both sides, and I get y equals negative 6. Then I'm going to go ahead and pick negative x plus y equals negative 3 to plug that into. So negative x plus, then I'm going to replace that y with negative 6 equals negative 3. So that's negative x minus 6 equals negative 3. So I'm going to add 6 to both sides and get negative x equals 3. Divide by negative 1 and get x equals negative 3. So it's the point negative 3, negative 6. Okay, so this one, we're going to do substitution. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to plug it in for this y right here. So negative 2x minus 3, I'm going to replace the y with 6x minus 11 equals negative 7. Negative 2x, I'm going to multiply here, and then I'll get negative 18x plus 33 equals negative 7. I combine like terms and get negative 20x plus 33 equals negative 7. Subtract 33. I get negative 20x equals negative 40. Divide by negative 20 and get x equals 2. So 2 is the x value. So I'm going to take y equals 6x minus 11, and I'm going to replace the x with 2. So y equals 6 times 2 minus 11. So that'll get me 12 minus 11, which is 1. So it's the point 2, 1. Okay. This one right here, I'm going to take this right here, and I'm going to plug it in for the y. So I have 2x minus 3. I'm going to replace the y with x minus 1 equals negative 1. I'm going to take the negative 3 and I'm going to distribute it through, and negative 3x plus 3 equals negative 1. Negative x plus 3 equals negative 1. Subtract 3 from both sides and get negative x equals negative 4. Divide by negative 1 and get x equals 4. Then I'm going to plug it into the original equation, and I'm going to replace, I forgot to write this, sorry. The x value is 4. So y equals, I'm going to replace the x with 4. And 4 minus 1 is 3. So it's the point 4, 3. Okay, and then this one, I'm going to do this. My y-intercept is 0, negative 3. I'm going to plot that. And my slope is 1/3. It's positive. So it's going this direction, up 1 over 3, up 1 over 3, or down 1 over 3, down 1 over 3. And so this is my first line. My second line, this slope is -1, which is -1 over 1, and the point is 0, 1. So I go to 0, 1, I go down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. And where do they run into each other? They ran into each other here at the point 3, -2. So that is their point of intersection. So this next one, I have the point 0, 2. So I go to 0, 2 and I plot a point. My slope is 3 over 2. It is in the positive direction. So I go up 1, 2, 3. I go over 2. Could have gone down 3 and this direction too. Down 3, over 2. And I get a positive 3/2 slope. So then over here I have the point 0, -3, and I plot that point. I have the slope of -1, which is -1 over 1. So we could go down, but in this instance we probably ought to go up to know when they're gonna run into each other. And it ends up that they run into each other at the point -2, -1, and so that is your solution.